probably walked away from an argument feeling completely drained, confused, or wondering if you're the crazy one. Let me stop you right there. You're not crazy. You just fell into a dark psychology trap. Once you learn these 7 manipulation tactics, it's like taking off the blindfold. You will see them coming a mile away, and the people using them will immediately lose their power over you. Let's get into it. Trick number 1, reactive abuse. Manipulators love to push your buttons, but they do it where nobody else can see. They will poke, prod, insult, quietly disrespect you for hours or even days. And then the second you finally snap and raise your voice, they freeze. They look at you like you're a monster. They might even say, "Wow, look how aggressive you are." They intentionally drove you to the edge so they could use your reaction to play the victim. You aren't the abuser. You're just reacting to invisible abuse. Trick number 2, triangulation. This is how a manipulator manufactures competition, so you constantly feel like you have to prove your worth. They never just keep things between you and them. They always bring an invisible third person into the room. They'll drop casual lines like, "My ex never used to complain about this," or "My coworker completely agrees with me." They pit you against someone else, sometimes even a made-up person, so you feel insecure. When you feel insecure, you try harder to please them. Trick number 3, the pity play. You finally build up the courage to hold them accountable. You tell them that their actions hurt you, but instead of apologizing, they immediately flip the script and become the biggest victim in the room. Suddenly they are talking about how hard their childhood was, how stressed they are at work, or how they always ruin everything and are a terrible person. Now, instead of getting the apology you deserve, you're comforting them for hurting you. Trick number 4, shifting the goalposts. This is the ultimate game you can never win. They give you a standard to meet, but the second you meet it, they change the rules. If you work hard to buy them a nice gift, they'll complain you don't spend enough quality time with them. If you spend time with them, they'll say you aren't ambitious enough. The goal is to keep you in a constant state of feeling not good enough. If you are always striving for their approval, they are always the one in control. Trick number 5, weaponized incompetence. Have you ever asked someone to do a simple favor, and they do it so incredibly badly that you just say, "Forget it, I'll do it myself"? That is weaponized incompetence. They aren't actually that clumsy or forgetful. It is a calculated strategy. By acting incapable, they train you to stop expecting things from them. Over time, you end up carrying 100% of the responsibilities while they get off scot-free, pretending they just don't know how to do it right. Trick number 6, toxic amnesia. This is when a manipulator conveniently erases history. You bring up a promise they made or a cruel thing they said last week, and they look at you with a blank stare. "I never said that," or "You're making things up." It's incredibly destabilizing. By selectively forgetting the past, they force you to defend your own memory instead of addressing their toxic behavior. Trick to number 7, breadcrumbing. Breadcrumbing is how they keep you on the hook while offering you absolutely nothing. They will ignore you for days, but the second you are about to walk away and move on, they throw you a crumb. A random thinking of you text, a late night phone call, a random compliment. It's just enough hope to make you think things will change, but they won't. They don't want to feed you. They just want to make sure you don't eat anywhere else. Manipulation only works in the dark. It thrives on your confusion and your empathy. But now that you have a flashlight, they can't hide in the shadows anymore. If any of these sounded a little too familiar, it's time to reevaluate who has access to your life. Drop a like if this video opened your eyes, and subscribe so you never fall for these traps again. See you in the next one.